It's the radio guy, Mike Prince. Welcome to another episode of the Mike Prince Show. Today is the start of the Southwestern Athletic Conference basketball tournament in Birmingham, Alabama. And it's going to be an action-packed 3 days of adventure. And you can keep pace and track right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. You can follow me on Twitter at the Mike Prince Show. The YouTube channel is Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our website is obnradio.com, and our 24-hour dial-in message line, 713-570-6736. And without any further delay, we're going to jump right into today's episode. We had some baseball take place on yesterday evening, and we'll give you some results of that coming up real quickly. But before we do that, we'll want to let you know about the matchups to start off today's tournament play. You'll have Texas Southern taking on Alabama State on the women's side. That will be at 11 a.m. Then your 2 p.m. men's basketball tip-off will feature University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff taking on Jackson State. 5 o'clock tip-off scheduled time for the women's side will feature Mississippi Valley, Jackson State, and the nightcap on the men's side will have the Prairie View A&M University Panthers taking on Mississippi Valley. Of course, we will be carrying the games for your listening pleasure throughout the course of the day. Simply dial 857-777-0000 to check out the broadcast. We have a special treat. We're going to hear from Coach Byron Smith in just a moment on the Brazos Valley Schools Credit Union Hotline. We were able to catch up with them at the airport heading to Birmingham. But now to our baseball scores throughout the Southwestern Athletic Conference from last night's action. The LSU Tigers were victorious over Texas Southern by the score of 10-4. Tulane victorious over Southern University by the score of 6-0. Mississippi State 10, Grambling 0. And Ole Miss was victorious over Alcorn by the score of 11-1. The Prairie View A&M University Panthers are scheduled to take on the Texas A&M Aggies tonight in College Station. And other Jackson State-related news, it had been announced that the Sunday football game between Mississippi Valley and Jackson State, which was scheduled to be on ESPN 3, has now been changed to be presented on ESPN 2, which goes back to a point that I've been reinforcing, it seems like for a long time now. But it's one of those deals where I'm not going to say, I told you so. But guess what? I told you so. What's the significance of going from ESPN 3 to ESPN 2? You ask, so here it is. ESPN 3 is solely based on internet live stream. ESPN 2 is that of linear platform, cable platform. The challenge for any streaming-based system, whether it's ESPN 3, Hulu, or SWAC Digital Network, you could have the latest bells and whistles that they quote-unquote offer you in your area, but the internet is not the same. And because of the massive buffering issues that took place between Jackson and Grambling last week on ESPN 3, the executives at the mothership decided to transfer it to ESPN 2. And this is proof that it doesn't matter what platform you're on. Their internet stream could not handle the numbers that were being generated by the Deion Sanders all eyes on me effect, which goes back once again to my original statement. ESPN3 is no different than the SWAC digital network. I am one to believe that whomever is the streaming host would have had the same issues, but it would have been framed in a manner that the SWAG digital network was not comparable to that of the ESPN platform. And this blows that theory right out of the water. Of course, we'll talk about that a little bit later. Let's get focused on basketball. We're going to now transition over to the Brazos Valley Schools Credit Union Hotline and hear from Prairie View A&M's own Byron Smith.
And welcome back to the Brazos Valley Schools Credit Union Hotline. We have probably the hottest man in the world of collegiate basketball on the other end with us right now, and that is none other than Coach Byron Smith of the Prairie View A&M University Panthers. How you doing today, Coach?
Doing well, Mike, and yourself?
I'm doing absolutely fantastic, sir. On the cusp of a new tournament to start, and I know you guys are locked and loaded, ready to go, waiting for the opening day. What has the atmosphere been like for you in the program?
It's been one of excitement. Our guys are locked and loaded, as you say. Our staff's put on a lot of work and been working really hard to prepare for a big week in Birmingham. So we're confident and, just looking forward to, like I say, an outstanding conference tournament and, hoping for the best for our program.
Absolutely. Now, of course, with the success you've had during the regular season, and once again, congratulations. I, Mike Prince, this has nothing to do with you nor anyone else, will identify you and recognize you as the sole champion of the 2021 basketball season, and I'll leave that alone for right now. But as you get prepared for this, you have a team that, when you look at it on paper and look at the dynamics of margin of victory that you had throughout the regular season, this has to be one of the, I would say, challenging parts of the season where you guys have to stay focused and not come into this game overconfident. What has been your message to them?
Yeah, just that. That, again, you have 3 seasons, non-conference, conference, and postseason. So, to me, this is the most important one because it's, you're one and done. So, and it's very difficult to beat any team 3 times in a row. And obviously, with our opponent being Mississippi Valley, that'll be a daunting task. But we've stressed to these guys that you're only good as your last game. You have to finish the job. We've still got a little bit of work to do. We've had an outstanding season, one of the best, I think, in the history of Prairie View A&M men's basketball. But it's been a great year, but we want it to be a special year. And in order for that to happen, we got to come over here and be great for 120 minutes. And that's 3 nights. That's 3 games. And if we can do that, which I'm very confident that we can, I think that there's very little room for complacency. Want to take your foot off the gas. We got to move forward. New season, new excitement. We've accomplished some goals, but we got more to go. So I don't think you'll see a letdown. I think you'll see a team that's moving full throttle and moving to get closer to another team goal that we set forth, which is making it to the NCAA tournament.
Very good. We're on the Brazos Valley Schools Credit Union Hotline with head basketball coach of the Prairie View A&M University Panthers, Byron Smith. Now, you look at your matchups and you see how everything is laid out. What is the walkthrough process, and what are some things that you might do slightly different? Now it is that 3rd season. Once you get to your destination in Birmingham, could you walk the listeners through what your typical day leading up to the game day would be like?
Well, I mean, it's a lot of the same stuff, Mike. They don't say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So a lot of the same stuff, just continuing to stress the importance of rest, eating right, staying hydrated, more rest, being locked in mentally, paying attention to the scouting report, looking at a lot of game film, a lot of tape, getting out on the floor, getting up as many shots as we can because we're playing on a neutral court, neutral site where we've never played before. Last year it got cut short over at UAB Bartow Arena. More rest, but in terms of strategy, I think some of the things that, we need to focus a little harder on is getting back to rebounding the basketball. I like where we are defensively. I still think we're one of the best teams in the country. defensively at times. I think we can score, and we got guys that can put the ball in the basket, but I'm just not very pleased with how we finished the season out rebounding. So strategically, we need to do a better job, offensive rebounding and defensive rebounding. And I think if we could get back on track there, I think that makes us really formidable. But Mike, like I said, a lot of the same stuff in terms of our preparation, our mental preparation, and physical preparation, a lot of the same stuff. We won't make a lot of changes moving forward.
Okay, very good. Now, I'm going to have a little fun with you, Coach. A lot of coaches and ball players, they have some rituals that they go through, and if you state it, if it's not broken, don't fix it. Do you have anything you want to share with us that you do leading up to game day?
Mike, I'm probably one of the few people, coaches, athletes in the world that actually work out 3 times a day. I mean, it's just something that's just become a part of it's embedded in my DNA. And I have to get those 3 workouts in a 24-hour period. Obviously morning, every game morning, I'll get up and I'll do that. Then afternoon, and then I'll finish it up a post game. So it's kind of like a breakfast, a lunch, and a dinner type of a mentality. And it is a ritual, but it's healthy. It's a healthy ritual, but it's something I adopted a long time ago. It puts me in a good mental space to be able to go out and be at my best on the sideline, because I want to be at my best for myself, for my staff, and for my team. So that's something that's really, really important to me. I don't deviate away from it, Mike. If I don't get those workouts in, food doesn't taste as good, the drinks aren't as cold, the sugar is not as sweet. So I have to do that, and I will continue to do that as long as I'm on the sideline. And even when I leave the sideline, if I can, if I don't get too old and break down, I plan to do it, until I go see my maker.
I do understand that. Now, could you give us a little highlight of what your average routine is like for your workout sessions?
Well, Mike, I like to get on that elliptical because it's non-weight bearing. The knees and the back, sometimes kind of bother me a little bit. So I go about 60 minutes 3 times. So I do about 180 minutes of cardio on a daily basis. If the weather's nice, if it's a nice trail, I may even get out and get out and run, around the city, you know what I mean, and go around with my Prairie View shirt and let people know that PV's in the house. So I do that sometimes as well. But a lot of cardio. I do a lot of ab work, push-ups, just in case I have to, take the shirt off or something. I don't embarrass anybody or embarrass myself, or make someone throw up their lunch if they see my chest and my abs. So I'm trying to work on that as well. So, but it's just a lot of cardio, Mike, and a lot of body toning. And so far it's worked, man. I feel really good. I feel healthy. But I let my players see me doing that as well, Mike, which I kind of left that part of it out. I like to let them see me working, because we require them to work so hard and put so much, physical strain on their bodies. But I also like to see, I come down to breakfast and my shirt's dripping with sweat, or I come into the pregame film session, you know what I mean? They see me in my workout stuff. And even when we get back to the hotel or on the road and they see me, getting dressed after we get back and everybody gets their food and I'm headed down to the weight room. They just kind of know it. So it's something I think that helps our players see that, and it gives them the idea that we're all working hard. Coach is working hard too. He's just not playing anymore, but he's working equally as hard as we are.
Very good. Well, I know in your mind you feel like you can still outshoot some of your guys on the squad, and from time to time you challenge them. But all I can say is make sure you got your medical card with you, because them guys can irk and jerk, man, and your mind say yes, but the body still say, whoa, partner, whoa. So I do appreciate that.
I can irk a little bit, but I don't think I can jerk much, Mike. So, yeah.
Do you have a certain meal you like to partake in on game day?
You know what, Mike, I'm a big fruit and salad guy because, so it's just the adrenaline and the excitement, the butterflies in the stomach. It's hard to keep food down and put food on my stomach on game day. So I try to be as light as I possibly can. Obviously, I'm a coffee guy, kind of calm me down and get me going in the morning. Get me going, kind of keep me calm. But I eat a lot of fruit and a lot of salad and stuff like that on game day, just to try to stay as light as I possibly can. Because I am on the sideline, Mike. I'm all over the place. So I can't have a heavy stomach. I can't move as much on the sideline.
Absolutely. You're fully animated and it's been working, so don't change it at all, my friend. The Panthers are ready to open up in Birmingham, Alabama, taking on the Mississippi Valley State Delta Devils. Don't forget, you can check that game out right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network on our website at obnradio.com. You can also listen live on your telephone if your internet happens to be on a struggle. all you have to do is dial 857-777-0000. Well, Coach, I would wish you luck, but you know how they spell luck, L-U-C-K, and that is labor under correct knowledge. You got the correct knowledge, you're labor intensified, and you're on a mission. So we will wish you well, and that you come back with the main prize, and that's the third SWAC championship in the regular season, and in that of, we're going to say 2.0 for the disruption on last year. Any thoughts and comments before we break out, Coach?
Mike, once again, thank you for your continued unwavering support of our program. Me, first and foremost, as a coach, as a man, I appreciate your friendship, your support, but our program appreciates you just as much. And we just want to continue to play hard, play smart, play together, continue to make our university, our administration proud of us, and Prairie View Nation, all the many fans and supporters that we have that have tied to Prairie View around the country and the world. We just want to continue to put a good product out on the floor, something they can be proud of. So, and give all, and again, in closing, we give all the praises to God. He has such a big part in this, keeping us healthy, and like I said, keeping us safe, and keeping our families healthy and safe. So, just really exciting time right now. I just want to continue to do good work, the work that we're all called to do.
Very well stated, my friend. As you say, go Panthers, and make sure that like your flight is ready to call you on board, and with that, we're going to get off board. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Thank you for joining us on the Brazos Valley Schools Credit Union Hotline. He is Coach Byron Smith. You guys stay tuned, stay blessed, and as always, we'll see you on the other side.
The Open Mic Broadcast Network would like to take this time to recognize its sponsors and underwriters: Attorney Lee Van Richardson, Brazos Valley Schools Credit Union, Prairie View Athletic Club, Temple of Refuge Ministries, Reflections Paint and Body Shop, Helping Hands Lawn Service, Diva Skin Conditioner, Purple Drip Daiquiri and Grill. For more information on how you can become an underwriter or a sponsor here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, our number to call is 832-213-8824. Serving the community through faith and athletics. The Open Mic Broadcast Network, Prairie View, Texas.